Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. We are not in good lighting today, but when are we ever in good lighting? I just didn't get a chance to film before the daylight stopped. I had to take my obligatory Friday nap, so today is not the last day of May, it's June 3rd actually, but it is the ending of May, the starting of June, which means a May wrap-up, and yay! Who's ready for a May wrap-up? I certainly am. So June is a very exciting month. Not really, not a lot happens in June. It is Pride Month, so happy Pride Month to all of you. And it's really hot, but yeah, I do college orientation in June, so that's exciting. So let's just jump on into the books I read this month. I had a really good reading month. School is finally out. I've got a bunch of time to read. I'm trying to read one book a week because I've got this job that I do like 10 hours a day. So, you know, that's a thing. But I'm trying to read one book a week at least, so I'm working on it and it's going really great. So let's see, I read 6 books this month, so that is very exciting. It's a new record, maybe, might be a new record for me. So let's just hop on in. These books all have like the same color scheme, I just noticed, so, okay. So yeah. The first book I read this month, well, I reread, was You Were Here by Corey McCarthy. It came out in March, but I finally got around to reading the physical copy of it this month, and it was fantastic. I've ranted about this book so much, so if you don't know about this book, go check out my review of this book or any other video where I talk about this book, because I love it. So, yeah, it's great. 5 stars. It's one of my favorites, and it's amazing. The next book that I read was Alienated by Melissa Landers, and this is an autographed copy, so very exciting. Fun fact, Melissa Landers lives in Loveland, Ohio, which is about 15 to 30 minutes away from where I live. So that's really cool. I didn't realize that. So I'm hoping that I'll get to maybe see her sometime because she lives so close. So, because I really want to meet her because I am absolutely in love with the Alienated series. So this book I gave 4 stars just because it was good, but it didn't really capture my attention as much as the second book. But this book is definitely amazing. It's about this girl right here named Kara. She lives on Earth, and then there's this alien named Alex, and he lives on his planet that I'm not going to try to pronounce. And he comes to Earth for an exchange student program, and then they fall in love, and it's great. And I love it, and it's not just like a love story, because it's the way they go into like the world of his planet that I'm not going to try to pronounce is fantastic. I absolutely fell in love with their culture, and I fell in love with this book and the political stuff behind it, because it's kind of like racism all over again, the way people react to these aliens coming to Earth, and it's really interesting to see kind of how history repeats itself no matter what, and yeah, it's just kind of great. So I love this book. The next book that I read was Pride and Prejudice by Jane Austen, and I read this for English class, and it was really good. I gave it 4 stars. 4 stars only because sometimes I got lost in the reading because I'm still trying to work on reading classic literature and actually understanding what it says. So that is one of my goals for like my life. But first off, this cover is really pretty. I love it so much. It's so cute. I want to get more covers like this of like Jane Austen books, but I definitely love this. I love Jane Austen's writing style. I love these like Regency era books, and there was like plot twists in this, and I was like, damn, it was great. So I gave this book 4 stars. It's pretty cool. This next book, I hope you guys don't hate me because it's a book I did not finish, and it's a book that the entire like community of BookTube loved like a lot. So this book, I'm so sorry, is A Court of Mist and Fury by Sarah J. Maas. I got about to page 400 and then I quit. I just couldn't do it. I thought that, I gave this book 2 stars, so unfortunately. I thought A Court of Thorns and Roses should have been a standalone book. It made me kind of mad how at the end of A Court of Thorns and Roses everything was absolutely perfect, and then this book just started with all these problems, and I mean, it feels like a different series. Like, it took, sometimes I would forget that this was the sequel to A Court of Thorns and Roses, because it seriously feels like a whole different series just with the same names, and I just wished it would have been a standalone. And now, you know, I already know what happens at the end of the book because I made my friend tell me, because I just couldn't read it, and now there's, you know, all this stuff happening, and there's going to be a book 3, and I'm just like, ugh. I don't even know if I want to buy it or if I just want to skip it, or I just, if it's smaller than this, I'll read it, because this book is really, really big. It's like 600 pages. And I was just like, ugh, I can't do it. I'm sorry. It's just such an eye roll. I feel bad because in BookTube, everything about BookTube everyone on BookTube loves this book, but I just can't do it. I'm really sorry about that. And the next book I read, I actually don't have with me, so it's an ebook, and that is Nimona by Noelle Stevenson, and this is a graphic novel, and I read it while I was on my trip to Texas. Hey. And it was really good. I gave it 5 stars. It was really cute. I loved it. It was like this cute little story and like this kind of Adventure Time style, cartoony, you know, but it was like, had good themes to it. It wasn't too kiddish. It was great. I loved it. And yeah, it was good. So highly recommend. And the last book that I read this month was Invaded, which is the second book to Alienated, and guys, I gave this book 5 out of 5 stars. I loved it so much. This book is full of plot twists and action and political turmoil, and like, you're running around and you're like, this boy's Skep, and then it's like, oh shit, and you're just like, and it's I honestly, there's a better review with no weird mouth sounds on my book blog, so you can check out the link below if you want to do that. But this book was really, really good, and I definitely recommend it, and I can't wait to read the final one in the trilogy, which is United, and that comes out, I want to say either August 2nd or August 22nd. Those are 2 very different dates, but maybe I might update you guys in the link and be like, yeah, in the description, so. Yeah, so those are all the books that I read this month in May. I don't have a TBR because I did something horrible. I abandoned my book challenge because I was just like, ugh, I can't do it. So I am just kind of reading whatever I want to read, and it's very exciting. Right now I'm reading Eating Animals by Jonathan Safran Foyer. I hope I said that right. And it's very, very good. But other than that, I don't really have anything on the TBR. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. Give it a thumbs up if you liked it. Comment below what you want to see next. Subscribe if you have not already. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!